I'm going to answer it purely because, you know, this is my 18th hour of labour and I could do with some entertainment. What do you want, Karen? Emily, finally! I've been trying to get hold of you for the last, 18 hours now. Yeah, I'm busy. Can you remember why I might be busy, Karen? Why would you be busy, Emily? You've got a shift today. You remember when I called you a couple days ago? Do you remember what I told you? Emily, I'm a manager. I'm very important. I have a lot of important things going through my head. So something you told me on Monday, really, I can't remember. I'm having my baby, Karen. I'm in labour. I've been in labour for 18 hours now. So that's why you haven't been answering the phone. That's not really a good enough excuse, is it, Emily? Well, have you had the baby? Is that why you're answering the phone now? No, I'm just in between contractions, Karen. It's been 18 hours. It's not going so well. It does sound like it's slowing down. Do we think maybe we can get you in for a couple of hours then? Make up for all the time you've been missing the last few days. I think that would be fair. I think that would be actually very professional of you. Are you cracked in the skull, woman? Excuse me? You are excused. I'm going to go back to pushing a person out between my legs. You go back to managing the very important pub. The pub is very important. I'm a very important manager. So, Emily, I guess it's nice to see you again, considering the circumstances. Is it? I don't know, I just never know what to say in these situations. Anyway, so if you want to tell us the story from the beginning, I'm sorry if it's a bit traumatic for you, but if you could tell us for the court. Of course, Your Honour. So, I was at home in January of 2024, and a woman, the defendant, turned up at my house unannounced. And did you recognise this woman as your ex-boss, Karen, from the pub? Honestly, Your Honour, initially, no, I didn't, because I haven't worked there in 3 years. So if you haven't worked at her pub in 3 years, what was Karen doing at your house? Your guess is as good as mine, Judge. Sorry. Go on. I was a little bit concerned because she didn't even knock. She was just in my living room when I came downstairs. The alarm was on and the door was locked, so I don't know how she managed to make it in. So you're saying she broke into your house? I mean, that's what I thought, but it turns out there were no signs of forced entry, so I actually think she has her own key to my house, which is scary. Quite. Carry on. And she just started screaming at me about how the pub wasn't open and how the veg hadn't been prepped and the fruit. And I was just like, Karen, first of all, why are you in my house? Second of all, I need you to leave before I call the police. Naturally, okay. And what did Karen say? Karen said, and this is a direct quote, "The satisfaction of my customers is more important than your safety, Emily." What? I don't know what to say anymore. Okay, and I don't mean to rush you, but are we getting to the part where you hit her with your car? We're getting there. I wanted to run out of the house, obviously, and run for my life because I didn't know what this woman was capable of. Naturally, I managed to distract her. Okay, and how did you do that? I said, "Karen, behind you, there's a customer looking for the manager." And she turned around straight away, so I ran out the front door. Yes, very clever technique there. Thank you. But by the time I'd got into my car and was ready to hightail it out of there, she had laid down in front of my car without me noticing. Oh, so you didn't really run her over with your car? She laid down in front of your car when she knew you would be driving away? Yes, exactly. Just as I thought, Emily. Thank you for your service. Emily, is it all right? Can I take 5 minutes and are you all right to go cover me on the bar? Sorry, Beth. Is it really slammed out there or something? I just really want to get this admin done. Are you all right? So there's this customer that I'm serving. I asked to see her ID. She then proceeded to scream at me, tell me that I was an idiot and I was stupid. Of course she looks 18. Well, that doesn't matter. It matters if she looks over 25, and that's subjective, so... She's not providing you with ID? No, so I can't serve her, so she won't stop shouting. She's calling me an idiot, and I cried, and... Please, can I have 5 minutes? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Of course, go and take as long as you need. And how about I go serve this customer? Well, I wanted to take 5 minutes and go calm down, but now I kind of want to see what you say to this customer. Emily, it's so bad. She's a bit of a Karen. Well, don't you worry then, this should be easy. I have expert experience dealing with Karen, so show me this bitch. Oh, of course you're wearing a fucking gilet. Oh, thank God, someone else. That girl who was here before, idiot. Pure idiot. So I hope you're not half as stupid as she is. Yeah, such an idiot. What can I get you, sweetheart? We've got Diet Coke, full fat Coke, a lovely selection of J2Os. I'll take an Aperol Spritz. But that's, an Aperol Spritz, that's an alcoholic drink. Yeah. So, actually, only adults who can prove their age can drink alcohol in here. It's a weird thing, it's the law, I don't know. Oh my god, clearly everyone who works in this pub is stupid. Look, I already explained to the other girl that works here, I'm 18. Obviously I'm 18. You know, this life is so subjective, isn't it? And really, we don't know anything about anyone. So, like, yes, you can tell me that you're 18, but I think the best way to go about it is if you carry your ID on you so you can prove it. I just didn't think people were stupid anymore. I mean, look, obviously I'm 18. In the grand scheme of things, that doesn't really matter. Do you see the sign next to the bar that says think 25? Yeah. Well, I'm not 25 yet. Oh, wow. And I didn't know that. So if you had your ID and you could tell me how old you are, we'd all have not had to have this fucking exhausting conversation. And you wouldn't have screamed at an employee who was just doing her job, by the way. She's not the idiot here. You're an idiot being under 25 and not taking your ID out with you. I am 30 and I still get ID'd everywhere. And do you know what I do? I take my ID. And I don't make it anyone else's problem that I'm an idiot. Because she's not the idiot, it's you. Okay, look, I'm 24. So prove it. Prove that you're 24. How am I supposed to do that? With your ID. To get this straight, you're the manager now. You. Do you know anything at all about running a pub? How are you going to be in charge? Well, I've sort of helped you run this pub ever since I started working here 4 years ago, Karen. Excuse me? In what made-up world have you helped me run this pub? I am the manager. I run this place alone, Emily. Karen, where's the fire evac point? The what? The who? Those weren't words. Fire evacuation meeting point, you know. If there's an emergency of fire, your staff, where do they go? That's a question. Yeah. Answer it. Well, that's very much on a need-to-know basis, Emily. The fire evacuation point, that's not on a need-to-know basis. The need-to-know is everyone. Well, just because I don't know where this made-up place is doesn't mean that I am not an amazing, incomparable, flawless manager. Karen, what's our best-selling lager? Any idea? Well, you're a little cunt. Thanks for coming in, Emily, for your back to work meeting. How are you feeling after having COVID? I hear it can be quite rough. So rough that you couldn't come in for 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. Okay, just quickly, something else that we need to discuss is your upcoming annual leave. Yeah, I'm going to Turkey with my boyfriend. It's gonna be dope. What about it? Well, seeing as you took 2 weeks off recently, run that by me again. I took 2 weeks off recently. I had COVID. I didn't decide that for myself. Well, you were away for 2 weeks, so we can't honor your annual leave any longer because you've already had the 2 weeks off. We can't then give you another 2 weeks off, you know. Did you really? You really said those words out loud, didn't you? Oh, bitch. I do understand how disappointing this must be for you and your little boyfriend and your little holiday, but the needs of the business, they do come first. To you? They don't come first to me, and they certainly don't come first to my boyfriend. And the holiday company we've already paid $3,000 to for this holiday. Emily, you need to calm down. You need a new brain. Like, you need a whole new brain. Oh my God, I'm going to punch you in your face. Threats of violence will be taken very seriously. You cancelling my holiday is a threat of violence. And if you really want to go there with me, Karen, I do know your supervisor's number. And I have no shame in calling her and telling her You got me to cover your shift when you were supposed to be covering for someone else who was ill so that you could go and pipe the KP. Do you think she should know about that, Karen? So where in Turkey are you going? Going to Sunny Beach.